You know, so many people think that the purpose of Jesus' salvation for us is for us to go to heaven someday, when Jesus actually hardly even talked about heaven while he was here. If you study Jesus' ministry, he was most famous for talking about the kingdom. He wanted to establish the heavenly kingdom here on earth. In fact, one of the most famous quotes of heaven is the Lord's Prayer, where he talks about God's kingdom coming and his will being done on earth as it is in heaven. You might think, well, John 3:16, right? He talks about eternal life. Isn't that talking about us going to heaven? Actually, in John 17, Jesus defines eternal life for us. While he's praying to God the Father, he says, "And this is eternal life, that they might know you." So his definition of eternal life is knowing God. Eternal life is not something that we are supposed to wait until death to experience. We are supposed to be intimately acquainted with God here on earth and therefore experience eternal life and the fullness of salvation here on earth while we're alive. The main goal of Jesus' death and resurrection on our behalf was not to get us into heaven, but to get heaven into us. Hope that changes your perspective on a few things and makes you realize how much bigger the gospel is than just going to heaven someday. It's for here, it's for now, and it is the fullness of salvation available to us through Jesus Christ.